I want to talk to you. Opening up your mind and opening up your eyes. A lot of people, 95 out of 100, usually 95%. So 95 out of 100 people, they're still watching mainstream media. They're not just.
Oops, sorry about that.
Off the TV. So you see an increase spike in COVID cases. You see an increase, demand for certain restrictions, wearing a mask and stuff like this. So you guys need to. This video is more for the people who are not there yet. I need to help you cross that bridge and see not just 1 or 2 months when things are supposed to go back to normal. Like, no, this has been planned, guys. So this is a long time in the making, and so we are not even in the beginning stages of what's really going to happen. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because the amount of abuse and mental wear and tear that is going on in families and in households is way worse than any of the physical effects. Any of the physical effects. Even if this had a higher death rate and all this other stuff, which it doesn't.
Thank you.
We're sitting around waiting for a vaccine that has a 90% success rate when we can't even worry about a 99% survival rate of the virus itself. So you guys got to just look logically, not emotionally. So there's going to be a bait and switch. Because once you have compliance of the general masses to wear a mask and say, you can't go shopping, you can't do this, you can't do that, X, Y, and Z without a mask, not a big deal, okay? For most people, 95 people are going to be like, yeah, it's just a mask, whatever. Protect you, protect me, whatever the mindset is. But now that you've gotten comfortable, well, there's going to be a bait and switch. And so then it's going to come a vaccine where you can't fly, you can't go to work, you can't do anything. You can't attend events until you have a certificate of proof that you've been vaccinated. So there's something called cognitive dissonance, meaning that when you've been learned, your brain, through repetition, you can be taught, and it happens through mainstream media our whole lives. Once people are starting to wake up to mainstream media and how much we get lied to, imagine how bad history and history books that have been written, what we know growing up. So there's a thing called cognitive dissonance, meaning when you've been taught something for so long that when you're taught the complete opposite, which really is the truth, your brain has such a hard time accepting it that you feel standoffish against that viewpoint. You feel standoffish and you feel offended by that because it is conflicting with what you know to be true already. And so that's why I really need to open that up and say, open your eyes and open your mind. I just had such a bad trauma in the emergency room today where someone tried to kill themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sucks because the person lost a family member not too long ago from cancer, and they didn't mentally recover, and this person was already mentally ill, and then the mom found their child with, they tried to kill themselves, which they're brain dead, you know what I mean? So I see so much more suicides, homicides, domestic abuse. I've seen parents get arrested for crap because they are abusing their kids. Shaken baby syndromes. I see babies being dropped. I see babies being shaken by parents. I'm scanning way more children, way more pediatric cases that we're stabilizing and shipping out to Children's Hospital. Once you are the last person to do CPR on somebody before they take their last breath of air in this world, in this life, and when you spend 5 to 10 minutes cleaning up saturated towels and blankets of blood and brain matter because somebody has blown their brain out of one side of their brain, and it's all over your CAT scan table and on the ground, and their eyes, where you're pulling that patient up into the head holder, and they're right here, you're looking straight down onto them, and their brains. I don't want to get graphic. I'm just telling you, when you witness these things, and you're this close away, and your hands are on a broken skull, if you've ever felt a broken skull in your hands, it changes the way you think about these things, guys. So that's why I'm so strong. That's why I'm so adamant. That's why I stand up for what I believe in about not wearing masks, about look what's going on with the economy. If you don't know what the Great Reset is, it's not a conspiracy. Time Magazine just had a huge article. It's on the front of their thing. They're trying to program our brains into thinking that this Great Reset, that all of these countries in the world, like I said at the very beginning of this video, this is something that's been planned. This is not a pandemic. This is a scandemic.
Yes.
There are so many countries in on this, and many people still think, who watch mainstream media, still think that the governments could not do something then, that they truly believe that the governing agencies that oversee their care and their health and their lives could never, ever, ever plan to do something so devilish. Tell me, these people, that's all they care about. They care about money and they care about the devil. They care about servicing things that are beyond the scope of this video. So with that said, once you deal with something that I just explained, something as horrid as that, it changes how you think about your life. It changes.
I'll go ahead